2023 will always be known as the year I started going to Comic-Cons. I got to meet so many brilliant people throughout the year, and I started my addiction of collecting signed Funko Pops. And as it is now 2024, I'm going to be ranking my top 10 signed Funko Pops of the year for you guys. So without further ado, let's dive straight into it. The number 10 spot. Spot where no one wants to be. Funnily enough, I actually only got 10 Funko Pops signed this year. I'll be getting many more next year. But when deciding on who to put at the number 10 spot, I was thinking if I was in a pickle, I had to sell something from my collection, which I won't be doing. Which one would I sell? Which one do I have the least connection with? And it's going to have to be this one here. It is my Jack Dylan Glazer signed Pennywise Pop. Now, I'll show you this close up. But the reason I've decided this one is, first of all, the ink on it is pretty spotty. There's a lot of pale spots on it, and the ink hasn't gone very well on this Funko Pop. And also, it is a Pennywise Pop. It's not one of my favourite Pennywise Pops. When looking around the event, I was looking everywhere for an Eddie Pop, but I couldn't find it. If this was on an Eddie Pop, it probably would have been higher in the list. But unfortunately, I could only find this one Pennywise Pop at the event, and it was a last-minute decision to get it signed. The quote is good. My mum's going to kill me. It's got a character name and a quote. But I think for those reasons I just listed, the poor ink and the poor pop, this has to go at number 10 for me. Now, coming in at number 9 is another pop, and it is pretty much for the same reason as why Jack Dylan Glazer was number 10. It is my Moff Gideon signed by Giancarlo Esposito. You can see him signing it on the back. Now, the reason this is number 9, and it probably would be higher, is A, character names on the side, and B, this white paint pen gave me so many issues. The Empire and the long is flaking. The white's kind of see-through in some parts of the signature, and it just doesn't look that good. I love all my pops. I love this pop, but for the reasons of the ink and the character name on the side, this does only come in at number 9. And at number 8, we have another Star Wars pop, which pains me to put there. Coming in at number 8, as I said, this pains me to do. I love this actor and got multiple things signed by him. You'll probably know who it is by me saying Star Wars. But this pop was my least favourite item I got signed by him. And because of the pen and the other options ahead in this list, it had to go at number 8. It does pay me to do. It's my Cameron Monaghan signed Cal Kestis. It's got a brilliant quote, trust only in the Force, Cal Kestis, and his signature on the front. I'm just not a fan of this dark blue pen. There's another pop coming after this, which is also in dark blue, so you can probably guess who it is if you watch the vlogs. But this is coming in at number 8 purely because I prefer my lightsaber, my Jerome mask in the back, and my Gotham script. This is my least favourite item I got signed by him. I love Cameron Monaghan. He's my favourite actor. But this has to come in at number 8 purely based on colour of the pen, and I prefer the other item I got signed, and also the Funko Pops coming later. I just prefer. But we're going into another dark blue pop at number 7. Coming in at number 7, I said it's another dark blue pop, and you can probably guess who it is. It's my Agent Coulson. Now, I love this pop. Welcome to level 7, Clark Gregg Coulson. The reason this is coming in at only number 7 is A, because obviously I'm not a big fan of the dark blue pen. If I'd have got this done again, I probably would have got it in pink or maybe a red, something a bit different than the dark blue. Don't think I'm going to be getting many more pops signed in this dark blue pen. It only really got it because it matched the suit, but poor decision by me personally. And I didn't get to talk to him much. He was chatty, but he was kind of rushing through people when he was seeing them, and I didn't get that much of a connection talking to him. It was a really good counter if you'd have seen the vlog. But I do love this pop nonetheless. It does come in at number 7, which is still a decent ranking. It's mainly because of the dark blue pen. I'm just not a fan of my dark blue pops. I don't know why. But let's move on to number 6. Now, number 6. This is a really sentimental pop for me, which is why it has climbed the list. But it can't go any higher because it is my first ever send-in, so I did not actually get to meet the actor who signed this pop. Because of how sentimental it is to me, which I'll explain, is why it's come in at this number 6 pop, and it is my Scooby-Doo in a scuba outfit popped, signed by Neil Fanning. This was a send-in for Comic-Con Scotland. As you can see, there's a photo of the receipt there. It cost me 60 quid, and him signing it But this is really sentimental to me because I watched Scooby-Doo, especially those movies, growing up as a kid quite a lot. And as you can see here, the quote I've used is Ruby Doo. That is because my old dog, bless her, was called Ruby, and we always used to call her Ruby Doo from Neil Fanning in this movie, him saying it as well as the cartoons. But I got the chance to get this signed by Neil Fanning. And when I saw he was doing it, I had to get it done. So that is why this pop comes in at number 6 for me. And now is where it starts to get tough. It's the top 5. And here is where it starts to get hard. My top 5. As I said before, I love all the pops I got, but these 5 are definitely my favourite. Starting off at number 5 with a sentimental one for me. This one is coming in at number 5 because of the rarity of the autograph, and I feel like with the 4 ahead of it, they are rarer and have a more sentimental meaning to me. So coming in at number 5 is my Pearlescent Pikachu, signed by Veronica Ash Taylor. Will I Choose You, Veronica Ash Taylor, and Pikachu's from the vault. This is quite a rare pop. I love the Pearlescent Pikachu that the Pokemon Center did, and I am looking to get the Pearlescent Mewtwo. You can see that the auto's clean. I love the way she writes in kind of the Pokemon font, and she was lovely to me. You got a photo of her signing it on the back, and as I said, I love the top 5. It's been so hard to rank this, but this comes in at number 5 for me. I still love it, but the other ones are just a bit more sentimental to me. So let's go on to number 4. Number 4, another one done at Wales Comic Con, one of my more expensive signed Funkos. I just love the actor, to be honest. I just like the man. He was there all day signing in a cast, so you can probably tell who it is, and his pop comes in at number 4. It is my signed Masked Vigilante Daredevil pop. The signature on the front is just so clean. The Devil of Hell's Kitchen with Devil in red and DD in red. It just looks so cool. He's got an awesome signature. The pop as well, a valuable one of around £40–50 I think I paid for it. But it is just a brilliant pop and one of the highlights of my collection. Still not finished Daredevil yet. He's been in a few projects and I can't wait for Born Again. But Charlie Cox on the back signing it. It comes in at number 4. It pains me that this is this low, but the next 3 just are more sentimental to me, really. But yeah, Charlie Cox, signed Daredevil. I love the dual colour, the red and the yellow. Matches his comic book suit. But it's a great pop. And now it's time, finally, the top 3. My top 3. The hardest choice I've had to make, really. I actually, while recording this, changed number 2 and number 3 around. So, let's show you number 3. This one's so high in the list. His character's iconic. The whole meeting process of him, he was brilliant, and the whole experience is why he's coming at number 3. It is my Nolan North signed Toasted Monkey Bomb. Do you like my glowing green balls? Nolan North, Dr. Richtofen, and you can see on the back a picture of him signing it. But if you watch the vlog, you will know he talked in character while speaking to me. The selfies I got with him are all brilliant, and he was so funny and so nice to meet. That's why this is one of my most sentimental pops. I love the green and the red. The long quote from the ray gun in Black Ops 1, I believe it is, or World at War, I can't remember, but this pop is one of my favourite in my collections. As you know, it's ranked number 3. I had to change this with number 2 for the reasons I'll say later, but my Toasted Monkey Bomb signed by Nolan North comes in at number 3, and isn't it an absolute beauty? Now, number 2. This was originally at number 3 because when meeting the person who signed this, it was a conveyor belt, in, out, in, out. I didn't actually even get to speak to him. I tried to say something to him, but he had so many people talking in his ear, I couldn't. But this is my only personalised pop, the only one with my name on it. It's from a game that is my second most played game of all time, and I have so many memories playing this game, and that nostalgia and those reasons are why this has come to number 2 on my list. It's time to show you. It's my Nathan Fillion signed Golden Gun Cade 6 Will, Nathan, Finn, Cade 6. You can see a picture of me with him about to sign it on the back, and then there's my ticket. I don't know why I have all these proof it's authentic, just in case anyone ever asks me, but I didn't actually take a paint pen to this event. It was my first ever Comic-Con. The vlog's on my channel. I didn't realise you needed paint pens to sign Funko Pops. Luckily, Nathan had some on his table. He saw the pop, saw it was a pop, picked up the light blue because someone had a Cade 6 just before me. He saw it was the Golden Gun Cade 6, literally threw the blue paint pen down his table and picked up an orange one to colour match. And I'm so glad with how it came out. My only Posca in my collection as well. I use Sharpies for all my others. But that little attention to detail, him telling me make sure it dries. It was my first convention. I was all over the place. Didn't get to say much, but this one is one of the crowns of my collection, and I'm so happy with it. My Nathan Filling Cade 6. But it's now time for number 1, and if you're a viewer of the channel, you probably know who it is. But it's time to show you guys. Number 1 on this list, my favourite signed pop. 10 to 2 were very hard, but this pop is always going to be number 1. This pop is from a show that is the reason I got into conventions. I got into conventions to meet the actors from this show, and wanting to meet more of them led me to go into more conventions, and all of the Funko Pops in my collection would never have happened if it wasn't for this show. I don't have a video of me meeting this guy, unfortunately. I didn't actually own a GoPro when I met him. It's my only pop with authenticity. It is my most expensive pop, and it is definitely my favourite. It is my Gustav Skarsgård signed Floki. The signature is clean as anything. Gustav Skarsgård's signature is lovely. The quote, the character name Floki written in runes, and then on the side, as you'll see over here, I've been told your god is a carpenter, and guess what? So am I. A brilliant quote on the side. The signature is clean at the top. The rune character name at the bottom, and just the pop itself is a rare and unique pop. I bought this pop in America. I shipped it I brought it back in a suitcase all the way to the UK. As you can see, it still has a US price tag on the bottom. But this is honestly the crowning jewel in my collection. Gustav Skarsgård doesn't do many cons, and I was there and got to meet him when he came to my hometown of Manchester. Only my second ever convention, and this will probably be my favourite pop for a very long time, if not forever. And I'm so glad to have it in my collection, and it's one I would never ever let go. As you can see, we've got a Monopoly authenticity sticker on the top. But that is number 1. That is my favourite pop. And there we have it, guys. My top 10 signed Funko Pops of 2023. As I said, I only got 10 signed, but I thought it would be fun to rank them for you. And going into 2024, we have a lot more conventions planned, and hopefully I'll get another 10 signed to show you next year and rank. We already have 3 planned, and it is only January 2nd. But yes, unfortunately that is it for today's video. As I said in the short I posted on New Year's Day, there's a lot more coming, a lot more planned for the year, and we're just getting started. So hopefully you guys did enjoy, and hopefully you'll be along for the journey. Thank you for watching. I've been Willfiveter, and I'll catch you in the next one, and peace.